I think it's actually wickedness to know that you do not have the financial, social, any stability to have a child, but because you're pro-life and it's not good to get rid of a baby, you now have a child that is suffering. Your child is starving. Your child is malnourished. Your child have kwashiorkor, but pro-life. Toodaloo! Greetings, bienvenue. And is it bienvenue? I don't know.
Bienvenue is welcome, I swear.
Yes, now bienvenue to Lowkey, Relatable. I wish I knew. Do you know welcome?
Akwaba.
Is that what language is that?
Ga.
Eh?
Ga.
What?
That's what Ghanaians say, Akwaba.
You left the 200 and something languages in your own country. Your holiday day on mine.
How do you say welcome in Igbo?
In Igbo. Dalu? I don't know. I'm not sure. Shit. I know Eka rod. I don't know about.
Ekara is good morning, my love.
Eka. So
how do you say welcome in Yoruba? Ekabo.
Ekabo.
Ekabo is welcome?
Is welcome. Okay. There you go. Yorubas told this to that my teacher in Laguna said I will not pass Yoruba. Yeah, I mean I didn't.
So we only successfully said welcome in one other language.
Bienvenue.
I said Akwaba.
Yeah. Bonjour.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Lowkey Relatable podcast. My name is Valerie and I'm stuck with this nuthead called
Tomorrow. Multilingual nuthead.
I don't know about being multilingual.
Barely speak English.
Multilingual is a bit of a stretch.
Even the English, the one lingui is doing like this.
Multilingual is a bit of a stretch, but like, yeah.
Oh my God, we're wearing red today. We're matching.
Lady in red.
Who's dancing? Is it dancing or waiting?
Yeah, she's dancing with me, cheek to cheek.
You don't know why I used follow.
Yeah. I'm young. I'm not yet 30. So
neither. Not in my heart. Not in my heart. I have to take vitamins every day now. Like
yeah, so do I.
To stay alive, to keep
like I was my healthiest in my 20s, honestly. And then like I turned 28 and like everything just went to shit.
I took advantage of that.
This year I've been in the hospital. Like I was telling you, I've been in and out of the hospital the entire year.
Yeah.
I've done like 1 major surgery, 2 procedures, and I'm not the spring chicken I used to be.
Bruh. My mom was like with drinking. That's when I realized, cause like I've always been, you know, those lucky buggers that never gotten hangovers. That was never me. But it was like a mild hangover, like 1 bowl of rice, 1 bowl of Indomie, my hangover is gone. Now, if I drink Friday before Tuesday, you can't see me outside. Though.
Yeah, I think going out now is like it used to be. So when I was in uni,
she says drinking.
When I was younger, because I don't want to cast myself. When I used to go out. Like my uni wasn't far from Lagos, and like I leave Lagos, like leave school on like Thursday, and I'll go out like Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, go back to school on Monday, and like
I'll be fine.
Like as if nothing happened. Perfectly like there was always something to do every night.
Perfectly
but now, Amila and Amila is my best friend. Whenever I say her name, we choose the night in the weekend.
Yes, so
we go out.
Yes, so like if I'm going Friday, let it be known that there's no plan Saturday. Last time we can do maybe Friday, Sunday, but it cannot be Friday, Saturday.
We can do Friday, Sunday,
and even that one gets us. It has to be that Sunday has to be hot, guaranteed hot.
Yes, the unfortunate thing is, let's say if we do Friday, maybe it's Friday night, then Sunday is like a day party or like drinks, but not the same thing for sure.
No,
I've been going out in Lagos since I turned 17.
Bro,
I'm 29, so I've been going out in Lagos for 12 years.
It's been about this life.
Yeah, and like the crazy thing is that you still see the same people, listen to the same sort of music. Only difference is they're just new faces on the scene, like younger people that are coming onto the scene, people that move back. But ultimately, the Lagos party scene, anybody that is on it, you know that those people have been there for a minute.
Yeah.
The people that actually have like the things that like pop and like the fun events and all of it, the people that have been on the scene for a minute. So you can't just like, I don't know, you can't, there's always something for you to do in Lagos in that sense, because those people have been there since.
Yeah.
So it's like no matter what day of the week is, you know that on Tuesday you're gonna go bang bang. Like,
The fuck is Bang Bang?
you've never been to Bang Bang?
I'm not. I mean,
Is it Tuesday?
No, it's Wednesday. But yesterday was Tuesday, and we
We
were
should
together
have gone
yesterday. I
Bang
did not
Bang.
mention any bang.
Bang
or
Bang is like, but we were thinking of going for
Taco
Taco Tuesday,
Tuesday,
but
yeah.
like we
What's Bang Bang? So
Bang
I'm very
Bang is like
Tuesday
a night
nights are
thing.
my-
It's a Tuesday night thing that has happened for like 5 or 6 years.
I've never go. I don't think I've gone out on a Tuesday night because when I was in uni, we used to go out like every single night, like Monday, like from Wednesday to Sunday. No, Wednesday to Monday, because Monday night there was a club called Why Not, and obviously why we would go because why not? But Tuesday, the one night out was in an old church, Christian town. I should go and be partying. I should be doing shots in
I'm
Jesus'
actually
house.
really, really, really worried.
I
for
say,
you.
God forbid.
You got up to some really.
Oh no, I don't know
things
how I
when you're
passed
growing
uni,
up.
honestly. I literally went out every fucking day.
I mean,
now,
I guess.
the idea of going out, as I'm saying it, if you know how my stomach is paining me at the idea of it, it's God that kept me. It's God.
But I need to take you to Bang Bang. Bang Bang
I'm
is.
down.
So for my birthday last year, I was at Bang Bang. Bang Bang is something that has happened for like 5 or 6 years. It's done by Laide Coco and Jessica Ulu.
I know
And
them. I've never heard
yeah,
of
they both
it.
do Bang Bang, and they've done it every Tuesday consistently for 6 years. Shout out to them. It's not easy.
It's not easy.
And like whenever you go there, you know that it's always a good time because they're always familiar faces and it's always a vibe.
But that's also why I hate clubbing in Lagos.
But the
Because
last
it's
time I
same
went to
places.
Bang
I've seen
Bang-
people I've been seeing since I was 16.
The last time I went to Bang Bang was like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
The day I came back from Dubai, like that day.
Yeah.
Like I actually came back, went to bed, set an alarm for like midnight,
They went to Bang
and then I woke up and showered. I went to Bang Bang. It was worth it. It was that day was Samantha's birthday, and we were there until like
Samantha, little yellow skinny.
yes,
Oh, hi, Sammy.
yeah. It was her birthday, and like we turned up till like we had club till like 4. Then from the club we went to Samantha's house, and it was epic. So Bang Bang is like a sure
Take
way
me. When next
of
you're
having
going?
fun.
I wanna
Yeah,
go.
we should go. When I come back from Ghana, we'll go.
Okay.
no, I
I'll be
shouldn't say
back
that.
on Tuesday.
I shouldn't say that. I'm back on Monday.
Okay.
But I'll take you.
Yeah.
I'll take you. We should go to Bang Bang. We should. It will be fun.
Because I'm so antisocial during the week nowadays. I only go out on like Fridays.
No, Bang Bang will be fun.
Just,
But it's like
or
it
Mondays.
starts late, so it starts at like 1.
What? That's my bedtime.
Then wake up. Don't sleep. Bugao. Then like fucking wake up, mate. Like
I wake up. I'll just come to yours.
no, we don't have to go for long. You could go for like
When the thing starts at 1,
yeah, we'll chill for
we
like,
stay till daybreak. Oh, if I'm out, if the event is beginning at 1, I must stay there
Yeah,
today.
not
I will
to-
nap. Bang Bang leads to our topic of today.
what's that topic of?
Pregnancy.
Oh god, this baby's
You
crazy.
bang enough. You gonna have one. I just kissed the mic and now I think my lipstick has come.
Yeah, you're good.
But it's okay. But yes, pregnancy scares. At some point, if you've had a vagina, you've thought to yourself, fuck, am I pregnant?
I could be.
I could be. And then, yeah. So, we obviously begin with we. Have we had pregnancy scares?
Have I had a pregnancy scare? Yeah,
Yeah.
I have. I've had multiple.
Multiple!
I've had multiple pregnancy scares. And then I went on birth control like a few years ago.
Pardon. You were not on birth control from jump.
No, so I've tried all sorts of birth control.
Mm.
I've done the pills that used to make me spots, used to make me gain weight.
Mm.
I've tried the Depop injection that you inject in your thigh or like your
I have never heard of that.
yeah, they're injections. There's a name for them.
Injectionatable.
There's a name for them that you can inject in like your lower thigh
Oh
or
my
something.
God.
Then there is I'm no doctor, but from what I've learned, there's also the bar in your arm.
Yeah, I have
The
the scar. I
implants.
used to have the bar. That was
The
the first one I
implants in your
did.
arm.
Yeah.
And
When I
then
gave my period for 6 months straight.
that's freaking me out because I have that.
No, it
Can you
works
see
on
the scar?
everybody. Yeah, I can see it. Yes. I had it. It worked for like a year and a
And
half.
like it's so creepy that you can feel
And you can feel the bar. You can feel it. You can play. I used to play with
it's
mine like
so
in class
weird
when
that
I was
you can
bored.
actually feel it.
Yeah.
I try to get people. I'm like, there's something in my arm. Feel it.
So
and then
it might be a worm.
there's
Freak
the
'em out.
IUD.
Yeah.
And then, okay, obviously there's condom.
Yeah.
And then some people think this is a contraceptive method, but some people say pull-out method is a contraceptive method.
It's like, you know how
Pull and pray.
Pull and pray method. It's like kind of like saying, okay, if I drive drunk, like chances I'll get home okay, but I also might die. That's pull and method to me. It's like driving drunk.
It's
like
a bit
you
too-
probably will get home okay, but you might not.
Judge you might not.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah,
the thing
it's a
about
risk.
pregnancy is, you know, if you hide them.
Guys, you cannot hide it. So
Even
pregnancy
if-
is like my biggest fear in this life.
You know, my biggest fear is being buried
Biggest.
alive or going to prison.
I prefer it. I prefer any of those.
than being pregnant.
Yes.
Chill.
From when I was young, the first time I encountered a pregnant person was my mother, and she said, "Oh, come and
Tamara.
feel my belly. The baby is
Chill.
kicking." I know I can't because first of all, me and kids like
Y'all
I
don't get
respect
along.
mothers and I respect people that
I'm
want to have
screaming.
kids, but
And,
like
shout out to y'all.
shout out to y'all, but very hard to relate. Like I don't think like if I have a kid, chances are it will be more because I'm like very rich and bored as opposed to because I want one. Like I feel like
Don't have a kid because you're rich and bored.
I mean yeah, exactly,
probably
but I
fucked
feel
them
like it's more like I don't think it's a necessity in my life, in my personal life.
I agree. You know, when I was growing up, I
So-
wanted to have 10 kids.
Jesus.
But
10 football
obviously,
team.
when I gained some brain, I began to like just kind of skedaddle back. First of all, I said like 4. Now I say 1.
Even now.
I want to have only 1 child. And like, I've realized that it's not like honestly a necessity for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. I just feel like I might be a bit of a shit mom just based on like I know I have very high career goals. Like I know exactly what I want my career to look like. I know what I want my future to look like. I know what I want my life to look like. And all the kids I see in that future are nieces, nephews, and friends of children. I don't have time to raise a baby.
You know, I
My
think
mom
it'll
is
be
telling me I'm
really
selfish.
difficult.
My mom once cried and told me I'm a selfish girl.
I see why she would say that
Not
because
cry,
like
cry, but, like-
motherhood is like a very selfless act.
Yeah.
So I see why
So
she
she
would
said
say
I'm
that.
selfish for not wanting.
But there's not,
one.
you know, like I always say, there's nothing wrong with being selfish. People
Yeah.
say selfishness like it's a bad thing, but selfish people always avoid getting into annoying situations. And better them than like, imagine because you're so selfless and you're so generous. You're
I'll not have a
entering-
kid and resent my kid. Like I want to know if somebody
I know.
calls me now and says, "We're doing writers workshop in LA for 6 weeks. I can go." Not that I have to think who will take care of my baby. I don't have time for that. And my
get you.
boyfriend too is a writer, so it's 2 of us that we call most likely.
I get you.
When we throw the baby, I beg.
I have no idea.
That's why I said 40. Like from 45 onwards, I will start thinking about it.
I
But
also
this womb,
think,
never.
I also think that if I'm going to have a
Never.
kid, if I'm going to have children, especially even if it's 1, I'm not going to work.
That's the thing.
I don't want to
If
work.
I am to be a mom, I want to be a mom. I don't want to be
work.
half doing it. I want to be involved because
I want to
children
be a
are so dynamic.
time mom.
And they require
Like, I don't want to go
constant
to work
monitoring.
a day in my life.
Yes, because I want to see everything they
Like-
learn. I want to see everything I want to see what they need, and every kid has different needs. So
Yeah.
if I do become a mom, I want to do it well. I want to be on ground. But at time, also,
Like, if I
Lagos
start
is
a
crowded.
business-
we don't need more kids.
If
I'm
I
doing
start
y'all
a
a
business
favor.
eventually, then cool. If I do something else eventually, then cool. But if I have a child for like the first,
At
I'd say,
least 5 years, I want to be there.
give or take, at least wait,
I
are you
would
in my
wanna be
brain? At least 5 years.
Yeah, 'cause those are, like, the core years.
I need
Oh,
to
no.
be a full on. I'm not a stay-at-home mom that's as in there's no money for beans or gari or dodo.
No. My own kind of stay at home is last
Yeah.
time. We're going to the
And I
park.
want
We're
my
going
child-
on holiday so you can
yes,
see
yes,
things. Like I'm
yes,
taking,
yes.
yeah, like my
I want
handbag.
I want my child to live in different countries, experience different cultures,
Yeah.
experience different things, and I have to be able to move around freely to be able to do that.
Yeah.
And sometimes, if I'm working, work will not permit me to actually connect with my child and
Yes.
create the experience that I want them to achieve from this activity.
I feel like if I do have a child, it will be very. By the time he or she grows up, they'll be so like, because now if I have a child, everywhere I go is where you're going, which means at times, if I need to be somewhere and it's school term, forget school. Oh, you have followed mommy. Next thing you don't know 5 plus 5, so it's just better. Let me
Yeah.
know how.
So
I'm taking
I've
one
had
for
a-
the team,
I've
y'all.
I've had a pregnancy scare before.
How old was you? How old were you when you had your very
No,
your
it's
very
cool, baby.
first pregnancy scare?
To be honest, I've had multiple pregnancy scares. I've had multiple pregnancy scares. I've had like, well, is it the scare or the act?
no, we ain't gonna tell them that story.
Like, you see how I pause? Like,
The-
yeah, I've had a pregnancy.
I was like, asked
scare.
about your first one.
My
The
first pregnancy
first,
scare.
the first time you thought, what? Mom?
The first time I thought I was pregnant, I was.
Huh?
Yeah. I was like really young and not really young. I think I was like 20 or 21.
That is really young to be a mommy.
I wasn't trying to be a mommy.
Exactly. So it's really young.
My view on like pregnancies and all of that is like I'm pro-choice. I believe
100%.
that. Let me just put that disclaimer.
This
out
is a
there.
pro-choice podcast. If you don't like it, please block us now.
I'm pro-choice.
Block us now.
I think if you get pregnant and you want to have a baby, amazing.
Great.
I think
And
if
if
you
you
get
don't,
pregnant and you don't want to keep it,
also great.
that's very opposite from what my Catholic values have taught me
Same.
growing up.
Same.
But the
same.
reality is that
It's better to let a baby go than have it resented. Give it a
also
tough
the
life.
God that I serve is a very merciful and
100%.
understanding God, and I feel like I can communicate to him. I don't need your
100%. He will get
20
it.
commandments to communicate to him.
He will get it.
So I think I'm very pro-choice. I've had a pregnancy scare before. I was really young. Crazy thing is, I was also seeing my period as well, but like I just felt a bit off. Yeah. So I have PCOS and I also have endometriosis. So it kind of my whole
Your cycle just get as it be.
so it can get pretty messy. And so what happened was I just made a joke about like so a friend of mine thought she was pregnant when uni. A friend of mine thought she was pregnant. And I was coming back from Lagos, so she asked me to buy her pregnancy test.
Mm-hmm.
And like I bought plenty, like a joke. I bought 10 as a joke. So it was like the dipsticks.
I wish I was the shop attendant because I can imagine like 10 pregnancies. How pregnant is this
So
one?
I bought like 10 dipsticks. And
That's the ones when you dip it in the pee, right?
yes,
Yeah,
like
okay.
you pee in a bowl and like you dip it. So
Oh, you don't pee on the stream?
no,
Because I've
there are
done
different
one and I
ones.
peed on
There are
the stream.
different
Okay,
ones.
okay,
Like
okay.
you can pee on it,
Yeah.
and then there's some that it's like the test strips. Like
Yeah.
it's like literally like a strip.
Ah.
Anyway, I bought 10 because it was like 100 naira for one.
Yeah, it might as well.
Yeah, so she did test. She did 2.
She was not
She
pregnant.
wasn't pregnant.
Yo, now did whoops.
My other friend was in the room, and my other friend, like, out of banter, I swear she watched this episode, she can't die. After that, she was like, yeah, me too, let me do. She did, and she wasn't pregnant. Me, I was like, ooh, let me do.
To be fair, the 100 naira pregnancy test, were they pregnant? Because
Girl, I was.
oh my god,
I can categorically confirm.
oh my goodness.
Yeah, and it was like a really interesting time for me because, like I said, I was in my 20s. I was
Yes,
young.
we're a baby.
I was scared as hell. I didn't know what to do. I called a friend of mine, had a conversation with her, and she knew this doctor that got some medication for me. I'm not going to say the medication, but like there's a medication that you can take that is NHS approved. And it's
Okay, yeah, the one they give like in England,
it's like inserts.
yeah,
It's inserts and swallow.
Yeah, I've sat with my friend when she did that. I was like the nurse.
Yeah, so I
that
did
weekend.
that. And that wasn't fun.
Yeah, it's so uncomfortable and crampy.
Yeah, it was after that I was like, yeah, I'm going to go on like proper birth control. You cramp for like and you bleed for like days on end. And like I always talk about it like with my friends, and I say like it might be painful and like you might feel a certain way about doing it and like going through it, because I think that people think that when you get pregnant, someone just thinks abort.
Yeah,
No.
and then it's easy. Like,
yes, it's
who
like,
pop by?
yeah,
But no,
it's like
no.
an emotional journey, and,
especially for
like,
people who want to be a mom at some point.
Yeah, exactly. So for me, it was like, and now I started thinking about like all these Nollywood films that like when you do an abortion.
Yes, they would not say you were not born again. First of all, please, I just want to let everybody watching this thing know now. If you get rid of a pregnancy in any way, shape, or form, you can't get pregnant again. I have aunties. Not blood aunties. For my mother will watch this and be like, which auntie? No, but I have like people I know that have done this. They have babies today, but in the moment, the first time, they weren't ready.
So I think the problem is kind of what annoys me is like the lack of access to safe abortions. Because like half the time you always have to find like a doctor that is willing to do it for you on the ground, or like
message us. So I got a babe,
And I
top
think that-
notch. She's Russian safe, so you know she's good.
and I think that
Sort
please
you
don't
out.
message us for abortion.
Message me if you need it, but I will gauge the case.
Tamara,
If it's
it's
just that you're
illegal.
quarreling with your boyfriend, I
Tamara
won't do.
is illegal. Yeah.
Don't DM the podcast. DM Tamara. Police ain't gonna carry me.
It's extremely I hate that it's illegal
I didn't know it
because
was illegal here. I didn't know that.
it is.
Because my doc, if I tell you the doctor, if I tell you like, it's not a.
It's illegal. You can't just
Wow.
go into any hospital and just be like, you want to get an abortion. You can't do that.
That's fucking crazy.
Try
Well,
it.
I know.
Try
I
it,
get
try
that. It's
it.
annoying. No, I get that.
Even if they do it in
And
that
I
clinic,
can't be surprised
the
considering
nurse that
a
you
country
meet.
with progress like America. Look what they've done with Roe v.
Yeah,
Wade. Is it
yeah.
not Nigeria where what is woman but
It's-
baby making machine?
Yeah, it's like you want to do
Abortion. It's not possible.
I think that it's. I mean, I'm sure people are going to say a whole bunch of shit about me from like saying this.
We
on
don't
the
give a
podcast.
fuck. And
But
anybody has anything to say about Valerie, she will not blast you. I will blast you. I
can't
will
even-
blast you.
Can't even bother to blast anybody.
I have time.
I just
Nothing
think
but
that,
time.
and these are the kind of conversations. You know how when like at the beginning of the show we're talking about like abortions and stuff, and I said like I have many opinions about it and like I want to share. It's because like, and I'm honestly genuinely pro-choice. Like I love kids. Like if a friend of mine told me today that she's pregnant and she wants to keep her
so
kid,
exciting.
I would
You're
drive
so
her
happy.
to. I would drive her to at least. I
Yeah.
swear at least one antenatal.
Yeah, two of my friends are pregnant. I'm
friends-
literally going to London to see my
Yeah.
friend's baby as soon as she
Yeah.
has it. I have
Yeah.
no other reason to be in London. I will pay to go and see that
Exactly.
baby.
And my
Like,
friends know that, like, if you tell me you're pregnant, I will support. And you want to
Wow,
keep it, I'll
ground.
support you. But if you tell me that you're pregnant and you don't want to keep it,
then I also drive to the abortion or
I
wherever we
genuinely
can sort it out.
and I pride myself in the fact that I'm the friend that a lot of my friends will call if they found themselves in that situation because of how open and honest I am about these things, and it has given them some sort of easier,
Comfort.
yes,
Yeah.
comfort and like
Yeah.
an easier outcome.
Yeah.
It's like
Imagine your friend. Imagine going to a friend and telling them you have an issue, and they are saying, "Ah, now you know you must keep it now. As a Christian, as a this, and on top of the stress you are already having." So I feel like people that are even pro-life, it doesn't matter. Like, be what you want in your hearts. I was very irritated when that Roe v. Wade thing was happening, and people were doing. There was one. She's a friend of mine. I love her. She's great, but she was now posting by abortion in the Bible. That's not the fucking point. You are pro-life. Your religion is pro-life. That is fair. But legally, the law should not be pro-life. It should be
I think
pro-choice.
that you can be pro-life.
And that's
but
you.
your decisions
But don't force it
affect
on
me.
others.
Yeah, I
Don't
hate
force it on
I
others.
hated
I'm an
that.
auntie that's pro-life. I know for a fact if I get pregnant and I want an abortion today, my auntie will drive me to the abortion clinic. She is
Yeah,
pro-life.
yeah.
But that is her. She wouldn't have an abortion.
Yeah.
But how dare she judge
So
somebody
don't.
else?
So you-
how
if you-
dare you?
I think if you wouldn't have an abortion, then like don't.
Yes,
but, like,
that's
don't
fine.
tell me that I can't have one because
Exactly.
it doesn't make any sense.
Exactly. It's bullshit.
I also think that I'd rather have no children than have 6 children I can't take care of.
I think it's actually wickedness to know that you do not have the financial, social, any stability to have a child, but because you're pro-life and it's not good to get rid of a baby, you now have a child that is fucking suffering. Your child is starving. Your child is malnourished. Your child have kwashiorkor, but pro-life.
Yeah, like I think I'm very confident in the fact that like my friends would, I know the people that I call my friends, the people that I'm actually really close to,
They know they can.
they will definitely call me and talk to me. And I feel like life is about having people that can give you that judgment-free space.
Yeah.
I don't think life is about like existing and then ticking boxes that have already been preset for
Yeah.
you. I think it's about the fact that life is
Dynamic. Dynamic.
I love that you just you know, life
Because
is
you can have
dynamic.
your own beliefs,
Yeah.
but don't like impose it on others.
Yeah.
If you don't want an abortion, don't get one.
Don't get
But
one.
if your friend calls you and says, "I'm in crisis," you better try. You better be on ground.
You better don't open your twisted lips and chat any rubbish. Just
I don't know why that made me think of the other So I've never had a pregnancy scare.
Lucky
but that
you.
is because no, it's not lucky me. I don't think people understand the anxiety I have. Like I literally like not like done things sometimes because I'm like, I don't
want to get pregnant.
Is my greatest fear. It is my greatest fear. I was on contraception before I started having sex because they said that, if you're on contraception for if you're on the pill for 3 years and you have to wait a year before you can start having a baby or something like that, because so I thought, let me scatter my system first before I start having sex, so that by the time I start, the system will already just not be working. I was fearful.
I also kind of think the mental math as to not get pregnant is kind of a lot.
It's exhausting. Have you ever posted in this country?
So let me say,
the stigma.
Let me say,
they will judge you.
If I can never be ashamed. Let me tell you something.
I don't care.
I used to initially be ashamed, but I'm not anymore.
Yeah. The older you get, the less
bothers
you give a
then
shit.
work somewhere else.
Yeah.
I was doing
props to Nigerian.
When I was doing marriage counseling.
Thing is, pharmacies. Some of them are actually very nice.
When I was doing marriage counseling.
Oh wait. Oh, I was going to say when
was I doing marriage counseling? When I was doing marriage counseling.
Yes.
They talk to you about sex.
Yeah.
And they talk to you about getting pregnant and the science of everything makes sense. In terms of your ovulation window is this way, and this one you're most likely to get pregnant when you're ovulating. If you're not ovulating, you can get pregnant, but the chances are slimmer. So they
they don't pay attention in biology. That's why I had to be on it, because honestly, I don't know when I'm ovulating.
So they give you a chart and you have stickers,
yeah.
and you're supposed to stick colors of your discharge color, your how you felt during your ovulation.
Marriage counseling
in a church, actually,
the Catholic church.
Yeah. And I did it, and what I'll say that does is it does make you aware of your body and your cycle, but it doesn't prevent. It's not a form of family planning.
It's not.
Like they purport
it's a
it
sticker
to
chat.
be. It is literally a sticker chat.
That's
but
it.
they purport it to be some form of family planning where I'm ovulating today, so let's abstain.
Did you guys add extra a gold star for the particularly nice sex romps? So to add to
that wasn't involved
to make it fun.
They didn't include
Sorry.
They didn't include those stars.
Catholic church look into it to make it spicy.
But I thought that was interesting. I think you should know that the biology of things so that you actually understand how your body works. So that you also understand what the different discharges. Yeah. But I used to have an
Eve
app
or something.
I used to have Flow, but now
Flow is really good.
I use the iPhone has the health section.
Yes,
on your phone.
Is that one for your period and stuff?
Yeah.
I just never remember to fill it in. So at one point, Eve actually messaged me that, please, you've been on your period for 300 and something days. Are you dead? And I was like, oh, no.
Yeah, funny enough, I'm going in a location that you haven't logged a period in so and so days.
Are you alive?
That was one of the times I was like, yeah.
But it's useful.
I ain't seen no period.
There's things to help. I haven't seen it. There's things to help.
But I think ultimately, and I'm coming of age where I think that if you think my opinions and my personal choices offend you, then you don't really have to be around me.
Dusty business.
Because I've learned really quickly too that your life is yours and it's in your hand. Whatever it is that you decide to do is ultimately up to you. Ultimately, I feel like we've lost our train of thought.
We've lost
ultimately, pregnancy scares are scary as hell.
They're very scary.
And like I said before at the beginning of the episode, what I hate the most about Bele be say it got show.
But also be vigilant, because I know some people that have had. My friend had a pregnancy. I don't know if I'll call it scare or actual. No, she was pregnant, but she lost it. But so yeah, and it's because pull-out method was her only thing. She was not on any form of contraception.
I can't lie. Pull-out method worked for me for 4.5 years.
It didn't though.
But
you just told us the story.
I started thinking that I was
pull-out master.
You are married. I started thinking that.
I just God. I just wanted to tell you, my daughter, you are not. I am with you.
Maybe all those days of questioning, I wanted. Am I barren or not? God said,
let me ask.
Yeah, not.
But she had been 4 years. She had been doing pull-out method. This scare / it wasn't a scare. It was when she was 20. How old am I now? So she was 27. She had been doing this since she was 16. That's 11 years of pull-out method. How can you know? And condoms and her had a wishy-washy relationship. So when she came and told us, "Oh guys, I think I'm pregnant," that pretends to be shocked. So I was like,
Do you know, I really hate that whenever you describe your friends telling you something, you always say, "Oh," and my friend came and said, "Oh guys, I'm so and so." Do you know that's how you describe your friends telling you anything?
That's how they told me now. That's how they say it. Because that's how we told just, this is the matter on ground.
Yeah.
And we did the test. That was when, I've done 2 pregnancy tests in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Neither time did I think I was pregnant. Several times, obviously, like,
just did it for
the
bands?
period is running late. But it's usually when times when I'm not even having sex. So I'm just thinking, hey, I always knew Virgin Mary, I'm gonna. So yeah. So the first time I did it as support. Mm-hmm. So we all gathered in our toilets in my uni flat and we peed on the stick and nobody was pregnant. Because 2 of us peeing. I hadn't had sex in like at least 9 months. My other friend was a virgin. So I don't know what we thought we were doing. But we just wanted to experience it. Yeah. The second time, everybody get us. My period had not come.
Yeah, and like I know that we cannot enter this because this is uncharted territory for either of us because of our experiences. But I think that we should also talk about pregnancy scares for women that don't want to have kids anymore, but they're like,
oh yeah, they've
had kids, they don't want to have kids anymore.
Even abortions, there's people who have had like 4 kids, and then you want to me, those are the ones that abortions are actually made for, like family planning. By the time you've had 4 kids, you've paid 4 school fees, you've tried to feed 4 mouths, you now want to burn a 5th. You have looked at your account balance, you said it's not feasible, I'm dying if I do this. You should be allowed to get rid of that.
Having kids should be a very, very personal decision.
It should.
Like
it is. It's not even should. It is. Only one person is going to carry the baby.
It is, but like we say we have to say it should because we know that it's not really is.
It's not really
a lot of people have gotten married and like the next thing someone is asking you, I know you're pregnant. I have an uncle. God bless his soul. And look, he's not dead or anything, but like God bless his soul because I love him. And so my parents haven't really spoken to anybody about my like separation or like anything. So he saw me like, and it's been like 3 years since my wedding, and he like says, Valerie, come and talk to me. Are you infertile?
Is that a problem?
He said, if you're not infertile, I've read studies that some women are now starting menopause at 32. And like, I know he meant well.
Yeah.
I love him.
He wasn't trying to be funny. Yeah.
But I was just like, nigga, no. Like, it's just not happening.
I think the fear of pregnancy, it doesn't matter if you're like married, single, it doesn't matter. If you don't want to be pregnant, is it a...
I'm afraid, that's a lie.
Right now, you ain't scared?
No. Like,
you're not scared that I might have blood.
I'm not particularly scared. I just
I'm terrified.
I'm afraid of childbirth.
I'm terrified.
That one, I'm deathly afraid.
I'm scared of the actual pregnancy. I've heard stories. People lose their teeth. Did you know that?
Yeah, they lose their nails, they lose their hair.
It's because of a baby.
God will not do it like that for me.
God forbid.
Jesus' name.
Hallelujah.
I definitely want to have a kid. Definitely want to get pregnant once.
That's Mobolaji that did that. That was her phone that rang. If you know me, you know Mobolaji, my best friend. That is her phone that rang in the background. Expose yourself. Yes, please continue.
I definitely want to have a child eventually when I'm ready, financially stable, and can afford to.
But not in a scary way, in a planned.
Yeah, and like I'm
way.
not. I'm also scared of carrying a child because I've been a very, very self-conscious person because I grew up. I've always been bigger than my age. I've always looked and appeared bigger than my age.
Yeah.
So I've existed in a community that has constantly shamed me. I was called horrible from when I was like 6 or 7. So I'm very, very self-conscious of my body. And like I made a post recently about how I was saying that I don't take pictures when I add weight. Like when I gain weight, I actually do not take pictures.
Telling me, yeah.
So it's like I'm worried about the pregnancy phases where like my body is growing and
but
there's
it'll be
absolutely nothing I can do about it. And not about
Isn't that the excuse? Because now it's like it's for 2. I'm 2 or 3, depending on how many.
When I eventually get pregnant, I'll be in that headspace to be like, yeah, like shit, fuck you, belly big so.
Exactly.
Yeah, hopefully I feel that way.
I feel like you carry so cutely. He's so cute.
No, I'll look like. Remember when Amber Rose looked when she was pregnant?
I don't remember actually. All I remember about Amber Rose is after 2 now, her forehead. That's all I remember.
She does have a tattoo on her forehead.
Yeah.
Amber Rose.
Please don't compare yourself to
She
forehead
looked
tattoo girl.
pregnant.
We cute.
What if I get a forehead tattoo? What the fuck? All right, Lowkey relatable.
Yeah, I won't mind then. Free branding.
Anytime anybody asks, what do you do?
Is this?
You
Have you
just
seen
put-
Valerie? Yeah, that's my one of my. So what do we say for the kids who've had pregnancy scares or like a bit worried or contraception is your friend?
I think in general,
First of all,
ultimately, yes, contraception is your friend. And
not
like,
just condoms.
you should be kind to yourself. Life is actually not a rehearsal.
Yeah.
You hear multiple stories and you think, oh yeah, this person's story is going to prevent it from happening to me.
No.
It's possible that it will. It's possible that it won't.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, you can't like blame yourself for it.
You can't. If you do get pregnant, it's not your fault.
It's your fault.
It's a fucking man's
It's
fault.
your fault.
No, you didn't send the sperm into
Tamara,
yourself.
it's your fault.
Unless you sat on the dick. then
That's
you
the
literally
false
sent it
narrative.
into
If you get
yourself.
pregnant, it's partly half
A little bit
your fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then it's not the end of the world.
Yeah. It's not the end of the
End of
world.
the world.
You're not going to be the first to be pregnant.
Or
You're not
the
going to be the
last.
first to have an abortion.
Or to keep it.
You're not going to be the first. So whatever, like, just think about your options and then, like,
Yeah.
rock with it.
Think about
Shit.
your life. Think about what you can and can't do to prevent it. I've never had one properly, but then it's because like I'm on it. Like I've never played with post to know. I've had one or two times. That one I'm not gonna lie, is Jesus. It's Jesus. It's exactly 2 times. When I say 1 or 2, it's either 1 or 2 times. And it's like, first of all, it was like pull out method itself, and I was like, oh my gosh. But like you have to be vigilant if you really
Do you know, I'm really
don't.
worried.
But then if you're not,
Tamara, I know I say
do
this almost on every episode, but I'm really worried for you.
why?
Because you're insane.
Literally, I've had that. Like I remember those 2 times so clearly because even like as we were fucking, I was just thinking, God, block it. I don't even know if I
So
had
you
fun.
think God heard you while you were fucking?
My good God, you think he abandoned me when I'm sinning? He's always on ground.
Tamara.
I know he blocked such pregnancy because the second one, by the time I went to Boots, they told me it's too late. I said, what do you mean? I said, it can't be late. It's only been 70-something hours. They said it's 3 days.
It's not 72 hours.
It was
the window is
past
72 hours.
It was
right?
past 72. It was like 74 or 6. I said, I went to church that Sunday. And every day I listened to mass, I was on my knees.
Tamara, you
The
disgusting.
whole time. God is always on ground. Always. Even in sin.
I feel you,
It's on
Sha.
ground.
There's nothing like a good or bad behavior that is pulling you closer to Christ.
Yes.
And then you start promising about how
I
if
won't
you
do
get
this.
through it, you'll never do
I
it
won't do
again.
that. And truly, the second time I said, God, I will not make such mistake. If I tell you I've ever missed morning after pill or condom, since then, I'm a bastard. I'm on it. We don't make
I
mistake.
love that for you. At
Yeah.
least you're on job. Now you're on job.
I'm on job. That's our next thing. Next season, we will just see me. Go for beach. But I'm on job.
With child, I will collapse.
God
I will
forbid.
troll you for the entire
I will have to throw
season.
myself safe.
I will troll you.
And I'll
the
be so
entire
cranky
season,
because I really don't
literally.
want kids. I'll be so
It's
mad.
irritating.
I think that's why God didn't give. God has made sure because He knows I will be so mad at that baby.
Ultimately, the summary of everything we're trying to say is
Don't have no
bad
baby.
boys bring bastard babies. Don't get pregnant because you have don't have sex because you will get pregnant and you will die.
Yes.
Don't
Lowkey Relatable has told you sex will kill you.
It's okay. You
Just
have-
be careful, basically. Be careful. Know what you want. Like, if things do go wrong, don't panic. Don't cry.
Don't panic.
I have a question.
Don't panic.
When you did find out, did you call the guy? Because I've always thought it has nothing to do with him. Nothing. It is your choice. If a man is telling you, have that baby,
What did I do?
irrelevant.
I already
Irrelevant.
So
It's
I
your
had
body.
already. I had already.
Done it.
No. I hadn't done it.
But you didn't tell him.
I had.
Not that it's this podcast you find out. Next thing you come and break our studio
No.
door.
Eh?
Valerie, you did what at 21?
First of all, I was even 21, but I had already bought the pills.
Yeah.
I hadn't taken it,
Yeah.
but I had bought it, and like it was just kind of like a conversation because I was gonna take it that night. Like my plan was to take it like that night and like get into it. So like I just had a conversation with him that day. I kind of waited to talk to him about it, not because like I wanted to tell him that I wanted to keep it, but just because like I just wanted him to know
Yeah,
what had
to be in the
happened.
loop.
Obviously, also to send me my money back. So yeah, it was kind of like, and I think like even if you wanted me to keep it, I don't think I would have.
Exactly. It's never their choice.
Yeah.
They can weigh in, but their opinion ultimately doesn't
You can
matter.
wait. The only thing
Ultimately
their
doesn't
opinion can do is convince me to keep it. But or actually, no.
Not
It's not
even
convince me
that.
to keep it.
I think the only thing about a man that could convince me to keep their baby is their bank balance. Obviously, if I have Jeff Bezos' baby, I'm gonna keep the shit out that nigga.
First of all,
I'm gonna keep the shit out of that baby.
First of
I
all,
might try and figure out how to make it triplets.
First of all,
Yeah.
I will keep the living
The
daylight.
daylights. In fact, I won't go outside. I will sit down. I will be like incubator. I will just sit down, let the baby grow so it can be
literally.
healthy and
Do you know?
sweet.
Do you know what that is? That's literally stay at home mom.
As in,
Stay at
just
home
be
mom,
me.
ba.
ha! I won't go outside. If anybody say, why you not going? I say, Amazon delivers everywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere.
I love
That's
it.
the
Amazon delivers
only-
everywhere for real, for real.
That's the only part of a man's opinion / existence that would make me consider keeping his baby. Because his thoughts have... Because there's been men that have said, oh yeah, you should keep the baby. When the baby comes and they see school fees and stuff, they ghost. They will leave. So it should be you.
Yeah, I feel like that school fees can
And a
be
little
shocker,
bit then, like
so,
10%.
Like, it should always like be prepared.
Yeah. School fees are expensive. Oh.
Yeah.
What were we... who was just in... Was it me and you they were just in? I can't remember. Somebody was telling me about... No. They were telling me about like the price of school fees. Nursery. They are not teaching ABC. Oh. They are just... It's nursery. All they're doing is taking care of your child for like 5 hours a day. $7,000 a month. A month.
I mean,
In Nigeria.
you know, that's if you want your child to be a cool kid.
And that was not even...
If you want your child to
We are going for average school. Average. Like 3 to 500K every term. There's 3 terms.
Average.
That's 1.5 for, and I'm talking nursery. They're
Person
not
never
teaching
even
them.
chop
They're
it.
just there doing Google
You've
Gaga.
actually not eating. You've not bought for. You've not done anything.
Thank you.
Having children is expensive.
It's
Because,
very
you know, when I think
expensive.
about how we're growing up, and my parents were like used to go to travel. We used to travel every summer.
We
When we travel, we'll
don't
shop.
chop live.
I'm like, nigga, you the fuck?
I don't know how they did it. I I
Like-
admire them. But I've often told my mom sometimes when she's complaining, I'm like, you
You
see, now
really
you go
tried.
born 4 children. If not, you would have been in Dubai now. So sorry for you.
So
Sorry
I guess,
about that.
is that it for this episode? If I
I think we
overshare,
tried.
I might have a
that's been
little bit
nice.
overshared.
Oh, we're about to overshare. No, overshare.
Overshare, call police.
Tell
If you cannot call
us.
police for my oversharing, then that's your business.
So, where can the people find us, Valerie? Because I always forget. Lowkey Relatable Pod,
That's it. Yeah.
Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat too.
Snapchat.
Are we on Snapchat? No.
TikTok.
Instagram, Twitter, TikTok.
Yeah.
I'm old. I don't have either of those. So, those 3.
You don't have TikTok?
I do have TikTok, but I don't tick on the talk. I just have it to
Me
stalk other
neither.
people.
I just watch it to laugh.
And I have
just use it to laugh.
Snapchat. Yeah.
Yeah, you said that. You should get back on Snapchat.
Rihanna told me I should cancel it, so I listened to her.
Rihanna?
Yeah, years ago. I can't remember how she quarreled with them, but myself, I followed them to Quarrel Farms. Also, too many dick pics. You can also find us at lowkeyrelatable@gmail.com. You can't
Just
find us there,
send
but you
us
can
dick
message
pics
us there.
to our email.
So if you have
If
any,
you send
like,
us dick pics, our producer will really open it and he's a man.
he's a man, so all you'll do is traumatize us. And please, if you send us dick pics, at least have the audacity to be like 9 inches or above.
Or
if you're
like-
sending like little
Or
dick
like,
pics, we will
don't be
post it and laugh at
ashy.
you.
Don't be ashy.
I mean, I don't like when you moisturize your thighs when you're sending dick pics. People
Yeah,
are
or
just
like
sending-
you know, like this part of your arm.
yes, it's very key.
Like don't hold it and then there's like
Because you will not see, they will not have
dry skin.
glistening dick that they've moisturized. Bolaji is upset.
But yeah,
Glistening dick, ash everywhere else.
thank you for watching. Hit us up on any of these. You and this straw.
Straw hates me.
You and hit up on any of these things.
On any of
Hopefully
these.
they're on the screen. If they're
Tell
not,
us your stories.
use your imagination.
If you're having a pregnancy scare right now, tell us and we will walk you
We'll
through
laugh,
it and
but
remind you that
I'm not
it's
going to
not
walk
the
you
end
through.
of
I'm
the
not your sister,
world.
please.
I will. I like all of you.
I'm not your sister. Please don't call me.
What number are you in your family? Are you last?
Mm-hmm.
I'm the first. That's why she's always running from me people and I have time. Also, she wants to be a mommy. You people are my kids.
Okay. Thank you for watching. It's the end of another episode of where we spoke about things that we have no business talking about.
I have every business as an almost psychologist. Almost.
Tamara, good night. Thank you for watching and see you soon.
Bye.